So in the very first semester, Sagar, there is one course that tells you about the jobs in advertising. And on top of that, they also plan some visits to the ad agencies where they give you.
Hi Gurasis, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining. Before we jump into our Q&A, if you can please quickly introduce yourself to our viewers.
Thank you so much, Sagar. Thank you so much for having me and giving me the opportunity to share my experience in Canada with your audience. And yeah, as Sagar mentioned, my name is Gurasis, and I came to Canada in 2018 for the September intake to do a PG diploma in media strategies and advertising at LaSalle College in Montreal, Quebec. And before this, back in India, I did bachelor's in journalism and mass communication and some internships in marketing, social media, and advertising, and wanted to learn a little more before I get into a full-time job.
Wonderful. Thanks for sharing that, Gurasis. So let's start off with the first question that I have for you. Why did you decide to go for this program, knowing that it's in Montreal, which is not always the first choice for an international student?
Rightly said, Sagar, it wasn't even my first choice. I had applied to a few colleges in Ontario and Toronto, Brampton, and to LaSalle as well. So in Quebec, what happens is colleges offer you two types of diplomas, which are like DEC and AEC. So DEC in simple language is Diploma in Collegiate Studies, which is as long as a degree. It could be like 3 to 4 years, depending on your program, with some general language subjects such as English, French, etc. Whereas AEC is the attestation of college studies, which is a professional diploma completed in 1 year. So I decided to do the AEC program for two reasons. And number one was the program, of course, included everything I was passionate about and I wanted to learn more about. And second was, since I had a little bit of experience from India, obtaining an AEC actually helps you to enhance your skills more, I would say, and helps you get a job easily. And also, it was like a full hands-on program, so that's why.
And this, I think that was the only reason that you decided to go for how do you pronounce that?
Yeah, yeah,
LaSalle College.
yes.
So that was the only reason, like among all the other colleges in Montreal.
Yes, I love the program. It has like a great mix of everything, social media, advertising, and everything like I wanted to learn more about. So that's why.
Great, great, great. And I'm pretty sure like you must have had the same question that I'm gonna ask you right now.
Mhm.
And a lot of viewers watching as well. So when we decide, the province like Quebec, there's always a question that do I need to know the language or do I need to speak French? What would you like to say about that?
Yes, Quebec is a French-speaking province of Canada, and honestly, Sagar, there were like few situations I faced like where not being a francophone was a problem, but being a student, I would say I never faced any such difficulty because my program was completely in English. My teachers spoke English, and if you are using the transit, for example, you get used to all the names and signs all over the city. But that's not an issue, and you also like end up learning few new words, which is amazing. And but in general, you will find bilingual people everywhere in Montreal who will greet you with bonjour, hi. Then you can just go ahead either replying to bonjour or hi. So yeah.
So basically, you never had any issue like studying there, right?
Within the college, within the curriculum, I never really had any such issue because everything was in English, like I mentioned. Outside, very few situations I would say that I faced that, but otherwise, in general, I did not.
Okay, great. Good to know. Good to know that. I think a lot of things have been cleared there. So moving forward, Gurasis, if you can please tell us about the program now, the type of courses that you had and the length of the program, the fees of the program, which will definitely help a lot of viewers.
Uh, so program is of called full program is called Media Strategies and Advertising. So the courses within the program were around the subjects of social media, advertising, marketing. It was also about interpersonal and professional communication, also about laws and principles within the media and advertising industry, and like a detailed study of Adobe softwares used in graphic designing. And we also had a co-op at the end of the program, which just gives you like an amazing experience before you get into the actual job, full-time job. And about the program, it was a full practical program where one project took I think takes around like 3 to 4 weeks to complete sometimes, and you have to submit the report every week about the status of the project. My college schedule was also like 5 days a week in the first semester, I suppose, yeah, and then 4 days a week, which was like at the last in the last semester. But all in all, I thoroughly enjoyed my whole program.
And it's 8 months, right? You say 8 months program?
So the full program is around 14 months long. Like it ends like on the 12th month, but then you have the internship and the other formalities and everything. So it takes you like complete 4 months, 14 months, sorry. Yeah.
And as you mentioned, like Adobe was one of the softwares that you got to learn. Anything else? I mean, any type of certification or any other software?
So so Adobe, they were like teaching us from the very basics to the professionals, everything. Not like fully professionalism, how like actually it is in the industry, but it still makes you enough equipped with the software that you can use when you get into an agency or into like a new job. So it can still help you prove yourself properly. So yeah, I mean, if I have to mention few softwares were Illustrator, InDesign, Adobe InDesign, which were like the two main softwares we were working the most on. Yeah.
Great, great. And talking specifically about the duration of the program, and I get this question a lot of time, the other videos that I have about, again, the length of the program. Should I go for 1 year or 2 year program? So from your experience, did you face any challenges when it comes to like you did a 1 year program? So any challenges that you faced just because the length of the program was 1 year?
Um, we know that, we all know, I'm sure viewers also know that completing just a 1 year program will give you the postgraduate work permit for 1 year only, which in my opinion and experience, I would say, is not enough to get the permanent residency. I'm not saying it's not possible. If you get the job immediately as per the not the eligibilities which is required, great. But if not, you might not be having enough time left within the 1 year to do so. Because even after having a little bit of work experience in my case, it was tough for me to get my foot in the door. And then being in a French speaking city, it's even more difficult to get a job in advertising if you are not bilingual. I'm not saying it's not impossible. It's like impossible. It takes a lot of time. So I'll suggest all the viewers all the students who are looking forward to come to Canada to study, that take minimum of 16 months to 2 year of program, because then you will be getting like 3 years of PGWA, postgraduate work permit, which gives you enough time to figure out everything and look into all the formalities which are required, which are sometimes a lot to get your permanent residency. So 1 year might not be enough. 16 months to 2 year would be better choice. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much for answering that. And just one more question that I have for you. We have already talked about the program, the academic side of it. Let's jump on to the professional side now. So, what career options you can expect after completing this program, especially for the people who don't have any work experience or not a not a strong academic background like MBA or something like that.
Uh, so in the very first semester, Sagar, there is one course that tells you about the jobs in advertising. And on top of that, they also like plan some visits to the ad agencies where they give you a deeper understanding of all the roles within the advertising. Like if I really have to name a few, I would say you can work in an account management team as an account executive or a coordinator if you want to do like an entry level job, or you can work in the strategy team as a strategist. And of course, like we were talking about graphic designing before, you can work as a graphic designer in the creative team. In fact, you can also get into the production part of it, or social media, content creation, or digital marketing. Like whatever this course includes, it opens a lots and lots of doors for you, and you can choose whatever you want to do. In fact, I would say you can start your own business if you would like to. So lots of options are there to choose from. Yeah.
And if you want to share your plans as well, your future plans, or what type of jobs would you be targeting?
So currently, I'm working as a freelance graphic designer. That's what I like to do. But I am more inclined towards the account side of it, account management side. That's what I like to do. So if I have to tell you about the job role, I would be like an account executive or account coordinator in an agency. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Gurasis, for your time. Thank you so much once again for joining, answering all the questions with so much confidence. And I think you cleared up a lot of things. And wish you all the very best and a lot of success.
Thank you so much, Sagar. Thank you so much. I hope it helps. And I really want to congratulate you for starting this channel and educating everybody, all the aspiring students who would like to come to Canada. I'm hoping this channel is helping them a lot, a lot. I wish you good luck, and thank you so much for having me again.